In order to run the most efficient and profitable warehouse, you need to make sure you're choosing the right carriers and service levels for every single package that goes out of your warehouse. Each package that you're shipping needs to get to its destination both on time and in the cheapest way possible. So today we're going to be talking about carrier connections, shipping methods, and rate shopping. Let's get started. If you don't know who I am, I'm Brady Agranoff, co-founder of Warehance. We're a modern WMS. If you're looking for your first WMS or an upgrade from what you already have, go down to the link in the description below to get either a 60-day free trial or a demo where one of us will walk you through the product. So what is a carrier connection? A carrier connection is going to be an integration from a carrier such as UPS, USPS, FedEx, DHL, or a number of other ones that we offer into Warehance. We have a number of connections that we allow you to use, or you can either bring your own rates, or you can use rates supplied by a third party such as EasyPost, Shippo, or any of the other offerings that we have in our carrier connections. You use these carrier connections both for rate shopping, which we'll go over what that is, but also to purchase those labels and get them out the door. So we're going to be using a Shippo carrier connection today as an example, so we can connect multiple carrier connections of different types. So we'll use USPS and UPS, and this is just because it's a really easy one to test with and it's in our platform. So in order to connect a carrier connection, go to Shipments on the left-hand side and go to the Carrier Connections option in the submenu. From there, go ahead and click Create, and then you can see the list of possible carrier connections that are available. From there, go ahead and select the carrier connection you'd like to connect and enter the credentials and nickname, which will be used throughout Warehance for display purposes for this carrier connection. Now that you've connected your carrier connection, let's talk about shipping methods. Shipping methods are generally created in Warehance by a marketplace that you connect, but you can also create them manually. For today's example, we'll create one manually, but when you import a marketplace, typically all the shipping options from that marketplace will show up as shipping methods. For example, if you were to import a Shopify store, the shipping options that show up at the checkout in your Shopify will generally be what is imported into Warehance. Every order that is created in Warehance is assigned a shipping method. This is either done by the marketplace, or when you manually create an order, you can go ahead and assign the shipping method. You can also change the shipping method on an order, either manually in the UI, or you can do it through automation rules. So when a shipping method is created in Warehance, it's by default unmapped. So when you go into that shipping method to map it, so to do that, you go to Shipments on the left-hand side, go to Shipping Methods, and then click into the shipping method that you would like to map or update. So when you go into the shipping method, you will see all of your carrier connections that are available to map on that shipping method and their service levels so that you can choose which ones you want to rate shop against. So once you've selected those service levels, then you have a couple options at the top. You can choose the priority. So higher priority shipping method means that that order is going to get picked up during picking faster. The max delivery days option allows you to specify the maximum number of days that that order can be out for delivery, meaning if your maximum delivery days is 5, it is guaranteed within 5 days of the purchase of the label to arrive at the door. Now, when I say guaranteed, we look at the estimated delivery days that we receive back from the carriers, and if the rate we receive back falls within those estimated delivery days, then that rate is qualified for a label purchase. We'll talk more about rate shopping in a second. So once you've mapped your service levels, selected your priority, and your maximum delivery days, go ahead and press save, and it will map your shipping method. Now we have carrier connections and a map shipping method. So let's talk about rate shopping. When you go to purchase a label through any of the fulfillment methods in Warehance, whether that be single order shipping, picking and shipping, batch shipping, custom batch, single item batch, any of them, we will rate shop automatically for that order to see out of the shipping method that you have assigned to it, what is the cheapest qualified rate. That means out of all the service levels you've selected, we'll go and look how long will it take for that service level to arrive and how expensive will it be. If that service level falls within the maximum delivery days, it means it's qualified, and out of all the qualified rates, we'll choose the cheapest. Now there's a couple places you can manually rate shop, so you can see all the rates returned, the number of days it'll get there, and the actual cost of each rate. And to do so, let's look at single order shipping as an example. So you're on the single order shipping page. Go ahead and pack all of your items into the package configuration you'd like them to ship in. Make sure that you have a box selected and a weight for each of your packages. Now you should be able to click on the shipping method that's assigned to that order. When you click on that, you should be able to see rates from every service level that you have selected as enabled on that shipping method. You'll be able to see the delivery day estimate as well as the cost. So rate shopping can save you money in a lot of ways that you might not expect. For example, let's say that you are shipping an order that has a priority shipping method, meaning it needs to get there in 2 days. So your initial reaction might be, we need to ship this UPS 2-day. Well, you might have cheaper options that are still going to get there within the 2 days that maybe aren't a priority option from the carriers. For example, if you're in a zone 2 or 3, it's likely that a ground shipment is actually going to get there within that 2-day period. And so if we go and check the rates and it says, oh, this ground shipment will get there within 2 days, you might save a lot of money on any given shipment that you're shipping ground rather than priority, and it still gets there within the SLA period. So that's one way that rate shopping can save you a lot of money, but there's a number of other cases where rate shopping can actually save you a lot. But if you're ever confused about why our rate shopping selected a certain rate, there's a way you can go check and see all the rates that we returned, which ones were qualified, and why we chose the one we did. To do this, go to shipments and then click into the shipment that you want to see the rates for. Now on the right hand side, if you scroll down, you'll see a card that shows rates, and there's a toggle to switch on qualified only or to show all rates that were returned. There again, you can see the carrier connection, the service level, the cost, and the estimated delivery days of every single rate returned. Then you can see what the cost was of each and see maybe there were rates that you were expecting to come back that didn't, maybe because it's outside of the delivery range of a certain carrier, or there's a number of other reasons why there may not be rates that you would expect to be there. So that's one way to go in, see why we chose the rate we did, and to make sure your configuration is set up so you're continually getting the best rate for you possible. So that's a really quick overview of carrier connections, shipping methods, and rate shopping. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below, or you can go ahead and sign up for a demo down below as well. Or again, if you want to start a 60-day free trial, go down to another link in the description below, and we'll go ahead and get you started with Warehance and shipping as soon as possible. Happy shipping.